Hello viewers, Maria Mitchell here. Today I'm going to show you and teach you how to face paint this grasshopper face paint design. I had a request by Hendra. Hi Hendra, thanks for your request. I really hope that this helps you out. I've used some different shades of greens for the grasshopper, which I'll show you once the tutorial commences. So if you're wanting to learn how to face paint a grasshopper face painting design, please stay tuned and I will show you. So I've loaded up a number 6 round brush with just some regular white, and I'm going to start doing the grasshopper's eyes first. And we want to start right over this section here because his body is going to span right through the center of the face. I'm going to do 2 little round white blobs. Reason why I like to do the white eyes before putting the green on is because the green is very highly pigmented color, and so what happens if sometimes when we put white over green, it tends to drag the color out, so it drags the green along with the white. So we want this white to be quite vibrant. Now there's mainly 3 greens that we'll use for this grasshopper. We're going to use regular green. I'm pretty sure that's a global colors. I think all of these are global colors except for the metallics. So regular green, a lime green and a dark green is what we'll use for the outline. So I've loaded my brush, nicely loaded. I'm going to start on the corner of the grasshopper's eye right here. Bring it around. That's going to be his little cheek. So down and around. Once we've hit that bottom, we're going to bring it straight up. We're going to make it link from the top of that white eyeball. And we're going to just expand it out a little bit more. So it's almost like we're accentuating his cheeks because he's smiling. So bring it right out and then making this meet. Just along there. Filling in the gaps. So from here, I just want to leave a little bit of exposed skin to draw his smiley face. So now I'll just bring it around, down. We've left a little area there to make his smiley face. While we still have that green loaded, I'm going to do the formation of his neck, which is going to be just a little oval down here. Using a split cake called Leaf White by Tag, I'm going to try to pick up with the tip of my brush the green, and then with the rest of the heel of the brush I'm going to pick up the light green colours, so the lines will be picked up with the heel. And this is going to help us make the grasshopper's body. So I just want to position it diagonally because his neck is obviously coming down, and we're going to do like a Nike swipe. So grasshopper's body starts from here, and then we're going to bring it around and then finish it off on a bit of an angle. So it's coming down and then we're swooping it up with the flat of the brush, making that last stroke. And now with the heel of the brush, I just want to fill in a bit more of the bottom of his body. Now on the watery side, I've picked up some of that lime, and I just want to get rid of any excess paint on the palm of my hand or on my wrist, just so I have a faint amount of that lime. We don't want it too heavily loaded, but also on the watery side. And I just want to make a little stroke on his cheek here, just for highlighting. And then on his neck here, just so it distinguishes these are 2 separate areas, and it gives it a bit of a 3D effect. Just on the other side where his cheeks are meant to protrude out. By now the white would have already dried, so I just want to fill in his eyes, his pupils. So just a little dab, circle of black there. I'm pretty sure this is a number 3 round brush, making the bottom of the pupil a little bit wider and coming down a little bit more. And that makes it, gives it a cartoon-like feel when we have larger pupils. And just with that same number 3 or number 2 round brush, you could even use the tip of a number 4 round brush. I'm going to just fill in the area where it's blank, and that's going to be his little tongue inside his mouth. Now once I've filled that up with red with some brown, I'm just going to fill in the rest of that area just to fill in where the dark part of his mouth is. With some white, heavily loaded, so that we can make a little blob, we're going to put some dots just here where his pupils are. I've just gone back to my number 6 round brush and I've loaded it quite nicely with that lime green, and I want to start making the grasshopper's legs. So his legs are quite long, they're going to face up and down. I want to start with just touching the bottom of his belly there and barely touching, and then bringing it down, pressing more into an angle, and then barely lifting up just to give it that pointy look up the top. And now his legs will fold out almost level to where the top of his head is. So press down and lift right where the top of his head is. Give it a little more width just down the bottom here. Then from thin to thick and to thin again, right down to the bottom. And horizontal teardrops from thin to thick, just where his foot is. Now he's also got a leg on the other side, so I'm going to start as thick and then come up as thin, and the same thing from thin to thick, overlapping the other one, coming down, and then from thick to thin with his little feet protruding outward like that. And then you've got 2 little legs coming from the bottom here. So because my eyebrow's in the way, I'm just going to do a little stroke here, and then one coming from his neck, thick to thin. And just picking up that darker green that I showed you earlier with your number 2 round brush, or your number 4 or your number 3, whatever you feel comfortable with outlining. We're going to do some outlines. So just outlining his head and his neck all the way around. And I'm going to do his little front feet. Just outline them. Just ever so slightly with the tip of your brush, and then the rest of his body. When we're going along the bottom of his body, making sure we can cross through this back leg but not this front leg, because that will make it look as though that front leg is actually in front of the back leg. Alright, so now right at the belly, at his belly where his leg starts, we are going to just outline that big front leg, one that's closest to us. And his foot, just with single strokes. And his other leg, try and do them in single strokes, up and then up, and from the tip, 1 stroke down, 1 stroke down, and then for the other part of his leg. Outline his little cute head. Now just at the top of where this neck part is, I'm just going to slightly create a little shadow so it looks like the head and the neck is completely separate. So with that same brush loaded up, because it's running out of paint, I don't have as much paint there, so I can just slightly spread the brush into the body like this, just to create a bit of a shadow. And then with your finger, give it a tap just to spread it, and then that gives you that dimension. Just to give him that creature-like, insect-like look. Some brush strokes up from his belly, just to make him look as though he's got those ridges that they have. Just getting rid of more excess paint from that dark green off, so I can create a little bit of shadowing just along this part of his leg, and then on the other side, his other leg. Now because that red's a little bit lost, now that it's dry, I'm going to go over it again. Hopefully it becomes a little bit more vibrant, and there it looks, just a tad bit more noticeable. Now this grasshopper face paint needs some antennas, so I'm going to start right at the top of his eye, just a thin stroke, and then ending up with a thicker stroke at the end. Thin. Now what I like to do to create the illusion of grass or leaves, I like to double dip some light green. So I'll load my brush with some light green, and I'll double dip it in with some darker green. So I just have a little bit of a dimensional stroke when applied. So taking any excess of this on my face painting kit towel or on a baby wipe, if you just make a little bit of a scribble, it'll get rid of any excess on the tip of the brush. And then I've sprayed this green, which makes it nice and activated and watery. So then what I'll do, or creamy, is I'll dip the tip of my brush, as you can see, in that dark green. Now from here I'll just make some strokes. This is all optional, you don't have to, just to come up, just to give us some grass around this grasshopper. If you twist as you're going, you'll also bring in some light green into that dark green grass. Bringing it out and twisting it around to release some lighter grass. I don't want overkill because I will add just a little bit of flowers, just some tiny little petals there, just to make it look like it's spring and the flowers are blooming. And just with that same brush, which is a Flora brush, it's from the Face Paint Shop. In the UK, they're fantastic. You can get larger ones to hold more paint, but these little ones are great for tiny little flowers. So I've loaded it up with some white, and I'm going to get rid of any excess just here on my little tissue or baby wipe. With my spritzer, I have spritzed my little palette. I have a special separate palette from my main face painting kit, which allows me to double dip for flowers. So that means I don't get all my original paints all muddled up. So once I've sprayed this, I'm going to go for a little pink flowers or a pink tone here. I'm going to pick some of that color up. It's always good to test petals on your hands. At the end of a face painting gig, I always end up with loads of petals on my hands and or down my arms, because that way if you have excess paint on your brush, it's not going to just be a running mess on a child's face. So I'm just going to do some subtle petals. I'm not going to do some proper flowers. I'm just going to do some little subtle petals coming from each direction. So from this little sprig of green, I'm going to put a petal coming off there, and then another one up the top, and then on the other side. So they're kind of just random, and it just gives it the illusion that there is a flower bed there, and there are some flowers blooming, which is what we want. Grasshoppers come out in the spring, and I believe it's springtime in the States at the moment. We're heading into our winter here in Australia. That's okay. We're ready for it, I think. We've had quite a hot summer, so just an extra petal there, and we'll make a proper flower here, just near his face. This is the pretty bit where we get to tie it all in, put some little dots in, and make it look pretty. So putting a little dot in the middle of that flower, and then just some dots all around, just to create a little whimsical feel to this grasshopper design. I'm also going to add a pretty swirl coming from in between these two, and another swirl coming from in between these two. Teardrops in and teardrops in. And there you have it, folks, a cute grasshopper face painting tutorial, face painting design for you guys to practice. I would absolutely love to see your versions of it or your grasshopper face painting designs. So make sure that you tag me or post them on the comments below. Just some pickies of your grasshoppers. That would be awesome. I'd love to see them. And Hendra, I hope that this helped you out. So if any of you want to learn anything about face painting, how to apply, how to mix paints, how to do any of that, make sure you put some comments down below. Until next time, guys, happy painting.